Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be playing the Super Conqueror, talking about the Super Conqueror and deciding whether it is actually a super tank or just an average heavy tank in tier 10. So of course it is a tier 10 British heavy, and to be fair, in the right hands it definitely is a super tank. In the wrong hands, then you know it can look to be an average tank. Now personally, I absolutely love the Super Conqueror. I think it is a great tank. And again, if you play it correctly, it really is a super tank. Now, the turret armor on this thing is 280 millimeters. Actually, to be fair, it is very well armored. Like the turret and the upper plate, which you're gonna see in my video, is actually pretty strong. The lower plate is quite weak, and of course the sides are quite weak as well. So 155 on your hull, but again, that's more the lower plate. The upper plate is pretty solid. Your DPM is 2,850, not too bad for a heavy, and with running calibrated shells, and that is an 8.42 second reload. So pretty decent on the old reload. Your penetration is 272 on your AP, 336 on your APCR, and 92 on your HE. So you do have high HE pen. What I do love about the tank is Wargaming yet hasn't taken the same action that they've taken against like the Chieftain Mark 6, where they've gave it Hesh. I like Hesh, don't get me wrong, but for certain tanks I like the penetration, and that is more sort of the premium round, and then the higher HE roll, which you can see here with 92. Like I like that with certain tanks. I think the Chieftain Mark 6 is good, but I just think the Hesh, even though I love Hesh, it may have ruined it for a lot of people, because not everybody can use Hesh. Not everybody knows how to use Hesh, and those that want the Chieftain Mark 6 has no choice to use Hesh. So that's why I prefer the Super Conqueror at the moment. I think it is a fantastic tank, and of course it has that the higher penetration rounds. You've got a 400 alpha on your AP, 340 on your APCR, and 515 on your HE. Your aim time is 3.9, not the greatest, and the dispersion is 0.344. Again, not great, and you do have 10 degrees of gun depression, which is pretty good, with a 36 kilometers per hour speed. Now, we are playing this on my free-to-play account, because of course we are after the free tank. At the end of the day, it's a free tank. Why not? And of course I do want to get the clan tank and help GNA get that clan, the clan tank. So let's get into game. I've got two battles, both of them are pretty decent, to be fair, and some of it just showcases the strengths of this tank. So we're just going to go forward a little bit, because not too much happens. I do get a shot on this Object 263, and the whole idea of this tank is to try and get on a ridge. You know, you do have super strong turret to try and get on a ridge, to use that 10 degrees of gun depression as well. And if you manage to get yourself on a ridge, honestly, you can bounce just about anything that comes your way. So far 1100 damage done. I mean, I've no idea what that leopard was doing. Literally no idea. And you can see this Object 268. Now that is a very strong tank, so my focus really was trying to get rid of him, because again, he is a very strong tank. So he is now gone. I do manage to get a HE shot into the FV4005. There goes our T30, which now just leaves me and the Foch around here. So the Object 263, he's got very good DPM, so I'm not too worried about the FV4005, because yes, he's got 4 shells, but once he's on a reload, he's on a big reload. So my main goal was to get rid of that Object 263. So that's my first kill, 2,600 damage, and now the FV versus 2. So I do try to go for a HE shot. I do get it, only 455 roll, however, but that has now pushed my damage up to 3,100. Hoping I can get another kill. Now, is there any clans? No, there is no clans. It can be very hard to play out there at the moment with this clan event. Of course, people, sometimes you're getting into a game with 3 platoons in each team. And all of them are just after one thing: to stay alive and to get kills. So you may, at the moment, with this clan event on, not get as many kills as you would actually hope, because people are trying to kill still. They don't care about the damage at the moment. All they care is about the kills. So that is what they're trying to go for. Luckily, this game, there is no platoon, so when there is no platoon, it just makes it a little bit better, because everyone is after the same thing. They don't really care about kills, they just want the damage, they want the win. So it's basically just a normal game. So now that is 3 kills for me, 3,800 damage with just one tank left alive, which is the AMX 50B. Now I was actually hoping to get behind him, get a HE shot in, but unfortunately 147 hit points. I do manage to get the kill for my 4th and final kill, so just shy of 4,000 damage. And you know, I managed to get on a ridge, and a lot of my damage come from that ridge, and I managed to get a 1st class. So you know, that wasn't actually too bad of a battle. Next up, we got Dynasty's Pearl, and again, there is no platoon on any team. Now, again, this game, I'm going to get myself on a ridge, and I'm going to perform really well on that ridge. Now, that Super Conqueror, you can just see how good armored he is when he is hiding his lower plate. Now, unfortunately for me, I wasn't hiding my lower plate there, but now I'm in a very, very good position. I can manage to get on this step, use my 10 degrees of gun depression, and there isn't a lot the enemy team can do about it. So when you do manage to get on a ridge, I mean, look at this. I can still use my gun depression, and they're literally, even though I haven't bounced anything, but at the moment, everyone's not shooting me. So I've actually got away with it at the moment. And you can see there, sometimes you do have to poke more than you'd want. But, you know, that is what it is. Just sort of reconsider where you go. And I do that a few times on these steps. So sometimes come in at a little bit of an angle, sometimes back up a little bit, and sometimes, like you can see now, I just get up on top of the stairs and try and get the shot out. You do have the reactive armor as well, which can really help. And you can see nice block there from that IS-7. And again, there isn't too much that guy can do about it. Now, again, the Jaegeru, no idea why he's just going for it, which allows me to get a little bit of damage done to him, to be fair. And then we're going to get a few shots in on this AMX M4 Mule. You can see I do sacrifice a shot there. Actually, 2 shots. Didn't realize the IS-7 was shooting, and then I kind of reconsider, back up a little bit, and then you can see here in a moment that, I mean, there was a bad shot, but just go below the steps again, and then I'm in a very good position. And you can see here, I can see his little hatch on top. I don't think he knows I can see his hatch, and again, there's not too much he can aim at, especially while I am moving. So that is now 3.2k damage, and this is where I thought, you know what, sod it, I'm just going to go one-on-one with this Super Conqueror. And I nearly come off worse, to be fair. That was a bad shot, but at least you can see the armor. So you can see I'm going to aim in a moment, and the turret is very strong, the upper plate is very strong, and there's not that much I can actually aim at in front of that tank. I mean, the lower plate, yes. However, I mean, he's struggling against me as well when I am hiding that lower plate. I don't even know why I went for that shot. I knew it wouldn't come. I knew it wouldn't pay off. But again, you can see he is struggling to kill me as well. So I'm going to get that kill. Nice little kill still. And then we're just going to, you know what, he can shoot. I'm going to just go at it. It's a 6 versus 2 at the moment, and 230. Luckily, I do get a little bit of help. Switch to the APCR in this thing just to get the final kill, and that is 2 kills. So 2,100 block damage in total, and that is all due to the position I managed to get myself in. And just over 4,200 damage. And again, nice first class. We do get the steel wall as well, which to get that 11 hits and a minimum of 1,000 HP of potential damage. So, you know, you can get that a lot with this tank. And again, it is a super tank in the right hands. If you don't play this tank right, then it can feel like just an average tank. But let me know what you think of the Super Conqueror in the comments below. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.